don't want them to gain another yard. You blitz all night! And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure that they remember forever the night they played the Titans. What?
Well, good morning, everybody. I gotta keep my voice low. It's way early in the morning. It's just hit 5 a.m. for another 5 minutes. Got up at 4:20 today. Happy 53. This is how 53 looks. Drink it in, people. Drink it in. I feel good. If that means anything, I didn't shave. Well, here's fine, but like the sides, there you go, right here, maybe there we go. It's not bad. Going to Avalon, New Jersey today. Yes, Avalon, New Jersey. A longtime friend is taking me out on a charter fishing boat. This should be fun. I'll try and get some content for everybody around lunchtime. I'll get something. Come on now. I may take a bunch of clips and then just splice it together later, but the channel member Zoom call is on tonight for 8 o'clock. Be there. See, it's when you don't have to get up to work the next day. A lot can get done, people. I'm starting to see that I could do this thing where I don't have to work for the man anymore. It'd be nice just to be able to retire and do my own thing and set my own schedule, do what I want when I want to do it. I don't have to look ahead. Maybe time will slow down for me because it seems like the older I get, we keep looking ahead, and you realize that you need to stop and enjoy each and every moment. And I feel like, I don't know that I'm that type of person when I've been working at a place for well over 30 years. It's like, I'm not feeling it anymore, people. I'm just not. I've been at the same place for a long time, and nothing against those people. Don't know if I can do it anymore, but what I do know what I'm going to do is, let's see. I took my pills, check. Drinking my coffee, check. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. The Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are next on the list. We're going to do just a little bit. I'm waiting for my ride to get here. I wanted to get this video up and out. I'm going to do a little bit of training camp live from yesterday. Now, there was a fire in the hotel, not right behind the field. There's a Marriott or Courtyard or I can't think of the name of the hotel, but everybody's okay. It's just a small little, just apartment fire, like a little fire. Nobody injured, thank God. So, because there's a lot of people packed in there. They're about ready to wrap up training camp. But speaking of training camp, we sit here. They're going to be headed back to the Star in a couple days. Then they play the game Saturday at 4 o'clock, I believe, which I'll be live streaming during, and then cut down, baby, cut down. They'll be working on that after the game all day Sunday. A cut down by, I want to say Monday or Tuesday, to 53. And then they'll add to the practice squad. I'm not sure what the practice squad sits, 12 to 15 players. I think they extended it a little bit, which is nice when they add the extra game, when they, add to the practice squad. So that'll be cool. So that's more jobs for NFL people. So that's a good thing. I personally am one that can't wait for them to go to the 18-game schedule, add another bye week. Let's start this thing off and let's carry this thing deeper. Pause. Big time pause. That's just what I want. I'm not a player, though. I'm a consumer of the product. But speaking of the product, the NFL ticket, the judge has refused. There was like an injunction. They thought maybe that there would be some sort of, for all the people who won the lawsuit, then it got overturned by an appeals judge, which I don't know. I kind of think I know that's our court system, so I'm not here to argue with it, but when a jury votes a certain way, whether I agree with the verdict or not, if you're going to appeal it, shouldn't it go in front of another jury? Why would we just put it in front of a judge who might have a political agenda? That's why you have a jury of your peers, so you don't have any one man or woman deciding your fate. So I just don't understand that part. I don't agree with that part of it. Fine. Waste our taxpayer money more and go to another jury. There was already a verdict of guilty on the NFL owners, whether I think they're guilty or not. I actually don't. I told you they were going to win all along. I think that the NFL owners can charge whatever they want. It's their product. You don't have to buy it. Now, what I will say is I did see, stupid me, we forgot to get the NFL tickets, so we still haven't purchased it. So we're going to be paying the extra price this year. But, now there's no rush, right? And the state of New Jersey is like one of 2 or 3 states in the whole country that won't allow you to pay it in waves, like 3 payments of $100 or whatever, $125, whatever the hell it is. Or, so it's ridiculous. But, just very, very interesting how that all played out. But Apple TV is charging $675. Yes, you want to get the NFL ticket? $675 for the NFL ticket if you have Apple TV. Now, if that stuff like that should be illegal, to me, that's price gouging. But again, if somebody's willing to pay for it, I wouldn't say illegal. I would just say it should come with a warning before you purchase. A warning. We are over $200 more than any other person. But we are an outside market. I just don't understand. Maybe somebody can explain why Apple TV is carrying it, but for $275 more than NFL ticket, or just dumbfounds me. But be that as it may, right, Mark Holmes? We are going to watch some training camp live. Yes, we are. Let's see. I gotta silence that a little bit. We'll see if there's any music. I'll try and pause it at any point. I will try and pause this at any point if there we go. I'll put me on the big screen. Let's see. I thought it was training camp live.
I thought the guys did a good job running the ball. I thought we did a good job stopping the run. Yeah.
All right, let's fast forward this. All right, here we go.
And welcome back into Inside Cowboys training camp, presented by Ford. Nicole Hutchison and Patrick No-C Walker. You gotta love the improvement that those guys made, but you also have to enjoy and love the fact that this Cowboys team came out healthy after that second preseason game. What do you think about that, Patrick?
That's always going to be the biggest thing when it comes to preseason games. Along with evaluation, you want to leave whole. They had a little bit of a scare going into that game. Mozzie Smith, former first-round pick, suffered a severe allergic reaction, required hospital treatment. He is recovering, but it did force him to miss the game. Good news being he's on the right track, but better news being, like we talked about, no injuries reported from the Cowboys front, so they're going to go into this preseason finale against the Los Angeles Chargers at full health for the most part.
You talked about Mozzie Smith. Well, he did not participate, like you mentioned, in the game against the Raiders, but that defensive line certainly making strides. And even though it's the preseason, you gotta love the numbers that was on the stat line. 68 rushing yards for this Raiders offense. You gotta love that number, Patrick.
It is the preseason, but it was against the Raiders starters. Okay, so a little bit more delicious when you put it in that capacity. Gotta love what you saw from the Cowboys defensive front, even without Mozzie Smith being able to play. Jordan Phillips, newly acquired from the New York Giants, only had been in Oxnard a couple days, and yet he took the field some heavy reps as well, and those reps looked very good. So when you add Jordan Phillips to the equation, I could see how the Cowboys' run defense should take a step forward.
Ooh, you got to love that as well. But when you talk about the run defense, you got to mention the linebackers and how this group has certainly taken strides from 2023 to the start of 2024. And when you talk about that linebacker competition, Nick Vigil has certainly started to put his name in that conversation. How difficult is he making? Hey, one of the eyes. How difficult is he making that linebacker room competition?
He is. Listen, Nick Vigil. I see you, okay? He is making it a bit more challenging. He was a late camp addition. Obviously, he has some pre-existing relationships with a couple of defensive guys, Mike Zimmer being one of them. But he came out and he's hitting the ground running, particularly on special teams. What's interesting, though, is Willie Harvey Jr., the former UFL product. He has had a great camp as well. You saw him almost have a pick six against the Raiders, had 2 PBUs in that first quarter. They had equal amount of snaps. Nick Vigil and Willie Harvey both had 2 combined tackles, a couple PBUs. That linebacker depth chart is looking pretty good right now.
Ooh, that linebacker room is heating. That competition's heating up, but so is the safety competition. How about Wanye Thomas? Certainly the stock is going up for him. We're talking about Wanye Thomas coming up next.
Inside Cowboys Training Camp, presented by Ford, is brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the Dallas Cowboys. And by your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford.
So let's get to what we came for, the actual training camp live.
Up in the opening drive against the Raiders and putting pressure on Gardner Minshew. Just what did you like from Wanye?
And Wanye is taking those steps forward, just as Marquise Bell is. This is the second consecutive week that we're talking about safety play having impacted the game for the Cowboys. And Cowboys fans who've been around a while, you know that this team has not always valued that position. So to see the depth, Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson. All
right, we're not going to play that then. Sorry, everybody. I don't feel like getting copyrighted yet again. So that'll probably get me copyrighted, but all right. Anyway, I want to wrap this up. I got to go. My ride's coming. Listen, we sit here. We got one preseason game to do, right? There's not many battles left to be had. There's just not. We are almost where we need to be. We need to get through this game healthy so we could actually pick the best players rather than trying to be cute. Now, we're going to be cute with the roster. We're definitely going to be cute with the roster. We're going to try. There will be people on IR, which you can bring back. You can designate, I think, up to 2 people to come back during the season. Or we're going to stash players on IR who might suffer an injury in this game. And they're not going to care because they're going to be on a roster. A lot of these young guys could use a year of NFL conditioning for a year and then hit it next a training camp hard. But again, once you're on the roster as an IR, you can return up to 2 people. But normally they reserve that for more veteran people. So I'm excited for the preseason to be over. I'm excited for our roster to take shape. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to game plan, which I'm sure they have a little bit, and get my focus set on the Cleveland Browns, right? And then I believe it's the New Orleans Saints at home for our opening week. I'm excited for that. To me, that Cleveland Brown game is going to tell me a lot. It's not going to be the end-all, be-all. We're an underdog. Slight, albeit very slight. 1.5. I saw anything from 1 to 2. So if we go into Cleveland and win, that doesn't mean our season is locked in and we're good to go. But that is being off on the right. Everybody's saying that Tyler Guyton, or a lot of the people, you are saying that Tyler Guyton can't get the job done against Myles Garrett. There's a lot of game planning that goes there. The people who don't know or aren't close to the situation, oh my God, you lost Tyler Biotis, as if Tyler Biotis was the end all be all. Or certain people think that our offensive line is going to be worse. Now against Cleveland, I would just say, just temper your expectations on running the football because they are a beast of a team. But we'll get into that next week. But if you come out of that game with a win, that would up my win total by 1 because I don't know that I'm going to pick us to win. But in the back of my mind, I know we can. I just have a weird feeling that they're going to be hype. Opening day, dog pound. Deshaun Massaji Watson wants to reset the narrative on his career. So we'll see. Again, we shall see. But all right, everybody, I got to roll. I got my ride is rolling up here. I will talk to everybody around lunchtime, maybe a little bit before. Yeah, you won't see nothing until after lunch because I'll take some video and upload it. But that's it. Little NFL ticket, a little probably a copyrighted highlights because, as soon as you start making money on YouTube, they want you to take it away and give it to other people, which is, I don't need it. I thought it was training camp live. But all right, everybody, I will talk to everybody later. Just remember one thing. We're them boys.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Late.
Keith, there are 3 things that the defense now is not allowed to use against the offense, which takes away some of the stuff that you guys can do. You want to show me the 3 things that are not legal?
Hands in the face mask.
That one?
Grabbing those face masks.
Yeah.
Hand slap.
You told me you weren't going to hurt me.
Well,
Ooh. I didn't have bars in here. God.